spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cuber. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Kane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun on third down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they have the first points of the game. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes, and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame.
Turning it on! They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. He makes a grab. He gets it in. AT unit on the field. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. RPO complete to open the drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Motion from the back. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Picked off and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. First down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's straight. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop, but this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The snap sets up to throw. He's going for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ohio State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the 2nd half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the 2nd half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Irish back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Long ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Cade. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fires to the wideout. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive, going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try and play action. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle.
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Pass completion. Move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Balls in the deep ball. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Lets it fly. Got him downfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gossett. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Quarterback keeps it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Rush is on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make... That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And that hurts because second down, you've got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Jumped on top of the pile.
This This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone, just not able to punch it in on that last third down attempt, so now they've got fourth down at the 2-yard line.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
A loss of 12 on the play. Brings up second down.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down.